This
Yeah.
conference will now be recorded.
Yo, yo, yo. Check it out. Hip-Hopcalypse listeners. I'm going to be sincere with y'all. Check this out. You know, DJ Mr. Chris is usually never short or at a loss for words, and y'all know that about me. But when I have the opportunity to interview a person who embraces the words such as history,
Hmm.
legendary, and icon all in the same sentence, it's a little overwhelming for me. I can't lie, y'all. So check it out. Today's guest is a person who epitomizes all three of those attributes. He has long since solidified his legendary, iconic status in hip hop, television, and film. All true hip hop heads has heard his wicked delivery on classic hip hop songs such as Slam, and my favorite personal one, Shifty.
Huh.
He played memorable roles in a long litany list of films, y'all. Films such as Save the Last Dance and Torque, and the list just goes on. I have to mention his role as Q on the long running comedy on UPN network, Moesha. Everyone, I have the legendary founding member of the old school, rugged, rough, raw group, Onyx, on the line. I have Mr. Fredro Starr. Fredro, what's up, baby boy?
Oh man, that introduction was incredible, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm chilling, my dude. Every day above ground is a blessing. We out here shaking and baking, rapping and trapping. We doing what we gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, man, brother. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from today and work our way back a little bit. How are you doing today? It seems like you never stop being busy, my man.
Chilling, man. I just picked the kids up from summer camp. I'm about to roll out with. We got our own marijuana strain. We got the strongest. We got the strongest. We're gonna have the strongest weed in the game, straight up. So I'm
That's
rolling
what's
some of
up.
this. Shout to the Bug Father. We making moves, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm just chilling, man. It's a hot day in LA, like 102 degrees out here. So I'm about to
Okay,
roll up, talk to the hip hop fans, and let's get it popping.
that's what's up. Okay, okay. And so check it out, man. You know, you released a joint called A Few Joints this year.
Hmm.
I listened to the whole things. I listened to all of the joints on that, man, and it was banging. Raw,
Yeah,
rugged hip hop, man. You went back to the essence on that, and that's what's up. 7 days, punk MCs, and you know the vibe. Bruh, you've always been lyrical, you've always been tactical, and this project is no different. What was the
mm,
inspiration for you to come out with this project, bro? It sounds like, and I had a conversation with Cassidy about this not too long ago, but it definitely sounds like on this album here, you came out with a lesson. You wanted to go back to the elements of hip hop. Is that a true statement?
definitely. I mean, most like when you work with a producer like Shy Skills, who actually produced the first Onyx album. Rest in peace to Shy Skills. He passed away
Rest in
2 years.
peace.
He produced Slam. Shy Skills produced Throw Your Guns, and he produced your song Shifty. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, so I didn't work with Shy Skills. We didn't work with Shy Skills since the first album. You know what I mean? Like the
Mm.
second album, Onyx produced it. I produced Last Days and a couple other joints. Sticky produced a couple of joints in that All We Got Is Us album. And then the third album, Shut Him Down, we worked with Scratch and Self and dudes like that. And so we didn't get to work with Shy Skills since the first album. You know what I mean? Because Shy Skills, he was doing beats for Shaq, doing beats for this person. He signed the publishing deal. He was like, we couldn't even find Shy Skills. Shy Skills was running around with a purple M3 with a big chain on his neck. We couldn't find Shy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
um, so this was like about 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Shy was in Queens. He was like, yo, come to the studio. I was like, all right, cool. Came to the studio in Queens and we just banged out some joints. And I'm gonna let
Mm.
everybody on a few joints, the EP. All the rhymes, I didn't use a pen. I mean, there was no pen in the studio. It was a party vibe, and it was just press record. Let's see what happened. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
if you
my
we did about
gosh.
we did about 7, 8 joints. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I released it through United Masters, um, and a lot of the joints from the samples didn't make the album. So the album was a whole different title. It was different, you know what I'm saying, the way I was coming at it. But since the samples didn't get cleared, I was just like, yo, let me just call it a few joints. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just
Oh,
on his EP. So yeah, man, I always want to bring the real hip hop and boom bap, and that's what that was, man. Just real hip hop, boom bap, hot beats, dope beats, and some just real samples, no crazy effects, just straight raw. You know what I mean?
on Punk MC, um, now you've been in the game, man, 30 years, bruh. And that was just from, what are we looking at, 27, 20, 27, 8 years, close to 30 years. And only Lord knows what y'all was doing up until you guys signed the deal. But Punk MC was one that really resonated to me because I'm an old school hip hop head, my man. And I seen the video was slamming, man. I really appreciated the video. So all of the listeners listening, Punk MC is a video that you guys from Fredro Starr need to look at. What was the inspiration behind Punk MCs? Uh, are you a little in disarray with where the culture of hip hop has moved to? And was that a lesson to some of the true hip hop fans on where we need to be?
Well, if you're a true hip hop fan, a middle finger goes to all you punk MCs was said by one of the most lyrical guys in the game, by Phife Dawg from A Tribe Called Quest.
Right, right.
Said a middle finger goes to all you punk MCs. I was gonna sample it, but
Mm-hmm.
the acapella. So I was like, let
Mm-hmm.
me just, you know what I'm saying? Let me just say it my way. You know what I mean? And that whole record was inspired by Tribe Called Quest, Phife Dawg. You know what I'm saying? If you
Right,
listen to the last verse, when he
right,
was like, Mr. Dinkins, would you please be my mayor? And then I changed it. I said, Obama, would you please come back, sir? You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like I flipped his whole verse. I flipped it my way, but the same cadence, the same structure. You know what I'm saying? Did you like them? I did a movie called Strap. Like it was the same structure, but just different words. So that
right.
inspiration is to Phife Dawg, man. The 5 foot assassin with the roughneck
Rest in peace.
business.
Rest in
Rest in peace.
peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Shout outs to KRS-One who was mentioned on that track too.
yeah, yeah. I said, when it comes to live shows, they know that I'm the best. The only rapper come close is KRS. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say that, I don't
Right,
mean
right,
he's the only rapper to come close, because there's, like I said, he got a dope show. But then you got Dougie Fresh. I could have said Dougie
right,
Fresh, but it rhymed with best. KRS. I could have used Dougie Fresh. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
But you got dudes like Ice Cube, who got a crazy show, man. We did a show with Ice
Hmm.
Cube one time, and he blew my mind, man. And Run DMC got one of the best shows in hip hop. Um, of course, Busta Rhymes got one of the best shows in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, right. I just
there's guys I respect, but to tell you the truth, Onyx does. We do got one of the best shows in hip hop.
Yeah, man, and it's full of energy. Onyx is one of those groups, bro, to where
Excuse me. Oh
you're
yeah,
good.
okay. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, my son. You're fine. What's your name, buddy? Roy. So we'll definitely make a play date. Okay? All right. All right.
That's what's up, Pedro.
Yeah, man. Gotta keep it, Onyx love the baby, man. Just like Wu-Tang, man. We for the kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
That, man. Let's get back to business, man.
So y'all, yeah, so Onyx, full of energy, bro. All of the members, full of energy. I remember when Slam came out. That whole Back the Fuck Up album was just wicked, bro.
It was
But
crazy.
you know what was really amazing is the intention of the videos that y'all release, because all of the videos were grimy, all of the videos were raw, uncut, it seemed, and
Yeah.
it gave a real vision into what that life, especially in New York, because it was gritty, my man. Was the videos intentional like that, because that's what really drew me into Onyx. It was just the video. I was just like, man, these guys are wilding, bro. But I love the
Well,
energy.
yeah, I mean, you know, the first video that anybody ever saw was Back the Fuck Up. They had the Back the Fuck Up teaser before Throw Your Guns came out. And
Hmm.
Back the Fuck Up video was directed by Steve Carr. Steve Carr went on to be a big TV and film director. Steve Carr, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? He directed How
Hmm.
High, a couple other joints, but that was his first video. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Mm.
And I guess when the energy in Def Jam, you know, everybody from the A&Rs to the video guys, the art department, everybody was coming into our zone. Everybody was getting grimy. You know what I'm saying? The artwork was grimy. It was just a grimy place of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I guess Steve Carr, he got the call to do the video. He came at it with the skeleton, and we in a alley, and it was black and white. It was hardcore. And then the second video was Throw Your Guns. That was directed by Diane Martell. And she was
Hmm.
grimy. Like, she was one of the most grimiest video directors in the game, man. Like, the Throw Your
Hmm.
Guns video was, if you look at that video, it's just crazy, man. And then we had the whole Southside Queens with us. You know, when we was running over it looked like a white mountain of snow, but it was a salt. It was a mountain of salt. Like, it was like
Mm.
cold and it was like salt. That's what they put on the streets of New York to melt the snow. So it was like a big salt mine, you know what I'm saying? Like in the hood on
Right.
South Road. So that's where we shot the video. If you look at Throw Your Guns, we jumping over this big hill. People don't know what that is. It could be sand, snow. It's actually salt. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Had the
Wow.
outside with us, man. Russell came through. He came through the hood. We had Russell in the video. Jam Master Jay was in the video. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. Rest in peace, Big DS. Rest in peace, Shot Skills,
Right.
man. Much fun
Right.
shooting
It,
those
it,
videos, and it was
it,
just, it was crazy.
And so, you mentioned something. I was going to move on to another question, but Jam Master Jay, I know the story. And any true Onyx fan, they know the story. But you guys actually got your deal through Jam Master Jay. You guys recorded your first demo with Jam Master Jay, I should say.
Well, the first demo, we didn't know. The first deal we had was on Profile. We had a record called and we do it like this.
Okay.
Profile Records,
Okay.
1991. Stu Fine, he was the owner of Profile. He signed us. He saw something in us. He signed us to a single deal. Um, Red Alert, Red Alert hated the lyrics. He loved the beat. He hated the lyrics. We lost our deal at Profile. The producer B Wiz, who produced we do it like this.
Hey, Fredro?
He got murdered
Hey,
in
Fredro?
1992. The same year we met Jam Master Jay, the producer got murdered, who produced We Do It Like This.
Hey,
So
hey, Fredro?
yeah,
Hey, Fredro?
from
So
the
do me a
time we
favor.
met Jam Master Jay was about a year that Jay was like, yo,
Oh, okay. So,
you hear me?
yeah, I think your phone is breaking up a little bit. Looks like we lost. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, we back, man. So like I was saying, man, when we met Jam Master Jay, we was already on Profile.
okay.
You hear me?
Looks like we're breaking connection. Hey, Fredro. Uh-oh. Hello? Go.
This conference will now be recorded.
So, um,
Back at
so
it like a crack at it.
right. Uh, so Jam Master Jay, man, uh, rest in heaven, rest in peace, bro. My favorite DJ by far, the best live DJ I've seen in concert, for
Oh,
real,
you saw
man.
Jam Master before?
Yeah, man, way back. We're talking like '86,
Wow,
like
that's
yeah,
crazy.
way back in '86, my man. So, um, so now you're also an acclaimed actor. You've been on several films. So let me ask you this question, man. And it may sound like a crazy question. Acting, films, or music, or equally both? Which one do you prefer?
Um, I prefer music, rapping. I think rapping has more. It's the foundation of what I do. You know what I'm saying? A big
Right,
part of rapping is the live shows too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
right.
Onyx got like our show. Like you know what I'm saying? When the energy we get from our show is crazy. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't get that when you on a movie screen or when you on a movie set. You can't get that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Back rewarded.
right.
Maybe if you do bro plays or you do shit like that, might you might receive that. You might reciprocate that energy. But nah, man, the live shows, the rapping, because this is something I can do by myself in my sleep. Like you don't need, like you know what I mean? It's just it's in you, around you all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you were in on when you guys were Onyx and doing the shows and everything like that, two questions. What were the inspiration and what's the inspiration for your songs? I know that it was real life, but what inspired you guys? Steel sharpens steel. So all of you guys were just on another level, man. How competitive was it in Onyx, bro, just with all of the talent that you were around with the other members?
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fucking battling in the studio. Excuse my language.
No, no, you're good.
um, it was good competitive energy. The first album, um, it was a lot of it was a lot of because Big DS on the first album, like Big DS recorded on every song on the album, but his verse didn't make a lot of the records.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that to deal with too in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
because he was upset that his verses wasn't making the album. So we was dealing with that. And then we was dealing with, like Sticky wasn't in the original Onyx, the first profile Onyx on the profile deal. He wasn't with us at that time.
Sticky
Um,
fingers.
yeah, he joined the group later. You know what I mean? He joined the group later when we met Jay, and Jay thought he should be in the group or whatever. But to make a long story short, once he got in the group, then it put like a more like Sun C, Suave had to step, everybody had to step up.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, it's like a new kid coming in school who could play basketball better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's
right, right,
like we got a basketball team and this new kid is coming in and he could dunk the ball.
right,
None of us could dunk the ball, and he could dunk it though. So it's
right,
like you guys, you gotta step your 3-pointer up, or you gotta, you know what I mean? Like nigga, you gotta step it up.
right, right, right,
And that's
right.
exactly because when Stick came in the group, he was slam dunking. He was the, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? The high flyer, the Dr. J of the group. Like he was the, you know what I mean? That's what he was. I was definitely the point guard. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? And
right.
Sticky was the, the dunk. I'm throwing the alley up and he dunking. And Sun C was a spot up shooter, just spotting up Klay Thompson, like you know what I mean, shooting the threes.
You
And Big
know,
and Big DS was like Dennis Rodman, just coming in there, just you know, grabbing the rebounds, acting crazy, just that's what we was.
man, and it reflected it. Sticky man, the most iconic voice in hip hop. The most uh well-known voice in hip hop. I love his voice. I always try to imitate him, man. I'll be walking around the house, man, trying
Let me
trying
hear
to
what you got.
imitate Sticky.
Let me hear what you got. Let me hear.
Yeah, you don't gotta do it, dog. No, as long as I'm here, you don't got to do that.
You almost got it. You almost got it.
Almost
Yeah.
got
You
it.
gotta drink. You just gotta drink one cup of Hennessy and you might have
One cup of Hennessy.
it. Yeah, you might
Yeah.
just gotta.
So Fredro, let me ask you this question, man, and we're going to wrap it up because I know that you in the car and everything like that. What would the
Yeah.
Fredro of today go back and say to the Fredro when y'all first started out?
What would I say to the
What would you
Fredro?
tell what would you tell that young Fredro?
Hmm. I would say just keep playing the game like you playing the player. You're gonna be all right.
Mm,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Cause that's what I would tell. I would like, yo, just keep doing what you're doing the same way you doing it. Don't change nothing, and you gonna be all right.
Right. Okay.
You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
that's words of a wise man. That's words of
Yeah,
a wise man.
yeah.
What would you tell the up and coming hip hop heads what to do to remain relevant and successful, such as you are?
Oh man, to remain relevant and successful, first thing you gotta do is get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
Yeah.
you can't be lazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a go getter, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just have it in you. And if you don't
Right.
got it in, find somebody who does have it in you to lead you. You know what I'm saying? Or
Hmm.
manage you. You know what I'm saying? But I would say to what I say to everybody is just be yourself, man. Like that's the only advice I can give anybody because I don't like giving advice. So that's just the most honest thing is just be yourself, man. Be
That's
yourself because
what's up.
nobody else is taken.
Okay, okay. And before I let you go, Fredro, we were talking about your cannabis business at the beginning, but it had got cutting off a little bit. So
Yeah.
let the listeners know one where they're able to find you at on social media as well as your new business venture, man.
Oh, we got a lot of things popping, man. Before we bounce, man, I just want to say, yo, I'm rolling up this Onyx OG. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the strongest marijuana in the business, man. We coming real strong with it. Hardcore pre rolls first. We're gonna do the pre rolls, and then we're gonna we actually still looking for the strain. We have two strains that we're thinking about right now that I think we're like 90% there. This shit is like 32% THC, some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Some real strong,
Jeez.
real gassy, real gassy. And so
Hmm.
yeah, we're doing that, man. Shout to the Bud Father, and shout to Distro Ave. That's the company we rocking with. Um, and also there's a podcast, new podcast alert. Shout to my man Johnny Volga. We got the Rappers and Ballers podcast where we talk about hip hop, talk about sports, particularly basketball, boxing, football, like the sports that represent the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
baseball and hockey and golf, tennis, all of that's cool, but ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about hip hop sports, man. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we got
Croquet and
rappers and
badminton.
ballers. Yeah, rappers and ballers. We got the podcast that's out right now on all platforms. And me and my co-host Johnny Volga, man, since Johnny Volga kind of nice with the mic, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, let's just do an EP, you know what I'm saying? We did an EP, like 4 or 5 joints produced by local astronauts, cool producers from LA. We did it in LA, it's crazy Hollywood, but it got that New York street feel, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, rappers,
Right.
that's the new zone right there.
Right, right. Well, that's what's up. And everybody's able to find Fredro on Instagram and social media. So y'all need to make sure that y'all go out and
On
support.
Star underscore star. That's what it is. Holla, do your motherfucking Googles. Holla.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Fredro, can you do me a favor, man? Can you give my city of Oceanside, California, a shout out, baby boy?
Oceanside, yo, it's hot as hell out here, bro. Damn, Oceanside. I wish I was in Oceanside because right now in Cali, it's 102 degrees, man. Yo, it's hot out here, man. What you want me to say?
Hey, just give Oceanside, California, a shout out, my man.
Oh, that's where you at, Oceanside, California?
We in Oceanside. I'm in Temecula, California, but I
You know
was
how hot
raised in
it
Oceanside.
is. Yo, Shout to Oceanside, California, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hot out here, but we bringing them. Yo, word is born. Oceanside. I'm gonna be out there in a minute. We gonna blaze up. Say no more.
That's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, Fredro Starr was on Hip-Hopcalypse. Fredro, hold the line, man. Hold the line, brother.
Got you.